Hello, I'm Lieutenant General Todd Semonite, 54th Chief of Engineers, and we're on the road again. Today we're in Kabul, Afghanistan at the U.S. Embassy, and with me is the commander of the TAA District, the Transatlantic District in Afghanistan, Colonel Jason Kelly. One of our superstars, came out of Norfolk 3 years and is now continuing to do a great work in Afghanistan. So Jason, we just left the most senior leaders here in the embassy. You're doing an awful lot of work on the Afghan power grid. Tell our core team a little bit about what are you doing and why are you doing this?
Yes, sir. Working in conjunction with USAID, we are connecting the Northeastern electrical power system and the Southern electrical power system. Through this program, we are going to electrify Afghanistan.
Wow.
We're going to make sure that they have safe, sustainable, reliable power. And it's not just for the people of Afghanistan, it's also going to contribute to security, because through this project, we're going to be able to add to the efficiency of the bases by getting the Afghans off of spot generation and onto the grid.
So it's going to be a lot more efficient, it's going to be cheaper in the long run, and if there ever was a time that people were still in fuel, then you're going to be able to be much more on a reliable system. And most of the grid is done. There's a small section down in the southeast, and that's what the Corps is doing, is they're connecting this, being able to be more reliable power to the Army, but also to be able to get some substations up and running for the local populace. So Jason, now, you're doing about $680 million this year. Total program's probably $1 billion, somewhere like 50 projects. What kind of projects are you doing in the district?
So I think it's easiest to think about our program in 3 lines.
Okay.
The first of which is that which we do for the Afghan National Defense Security Forces.
Okay.
We do that with CSTICA.
So this is the Army and the police force?
That's correct, sir. And we also are doing a lot of work for the Special Forces and for the Air Force in terms of them becoming a more modern force.
Okay.
The second line we just spoke of, our power program.
Wow.
Our third line is what we do for the coalition.
Okay.
We're here on a train, advise, assist mission, and each one of those categories requires a platform from which to advise. We have to sustain those platforms, and we're helping the coalition do that.
So you aren't just building concrete and steel, in other words. It's not just buildings and power. You're trying to build capacity. And I think a great example, there are some areas of Afghanistan that the colonel and his team can't get out to because of force protection. You've got over 400 of these local engineers. Say a little bit about how does that work, and maybe the much bigger question of how do you build capacity by those guys in 5 or 10 years to come when they can pay back to their nation?
Yes, sir. Right now we have in our formation, I like to say, because they're our teammates, about half that number right now, and we're expanding that capacity.
Okay.
Because the local national quality assurance teams get out. They go to those projects that the security environment is such that we can't get there.
Yeah.
So those places where we can't go, we have locals that are out on our team looking at projects, helping us monitor and evaluate the work that we're doing and make sure that our projects stay on track. They're in constant communication with our construction representatives, our project engineers, and they're a part of our team.
Yeah, but on the other hand, too, it goes back to building the body of knowledge here in Afghanistan. So whether they stay with you, they go work for the Minister of Defense, the fact that you're helping training them back up, it really helps bring the bar back up. I think the bottom line is that I've been here for about 48 hours, an amazing district, and we just met with the leadership of the U.S. Army here, senior general officers. They were very complimentary of what the district does, and our military, our civilians, our contractors over here are doing an amazing job of being able to really help the Afghanistan rebuild. I would tell you, though, that we need more people. We need help over here. The colonel's got 125 people. We're hiring every single day, and we've got to see this project through. We've been in Afghanistan for a long time. We aren't sure how much longer we're going to be here, but we use the motto in the Army of Army Strong. Our motto in the Corps of Engineers is Building Strong. But in Afghanistan, Jason, we got to be finishing strong. We got to make sure we continue to see these projects through to be able to make sure we're taking care of U.S. soldiers, we're taking care of the Afghan Army and the police, and we're really building a nation so they have an opportunity to help govern themselves. On behalf of all of us in the Corps, thanks for your leadership, thanks for everybody that's here, and if you want to join the Afghan District, get online, go find the Afghan District, contact them, or the Transatlantic Division. We need you in Afghanistan to be able to help the Colonel finish the job. So, General Semonite from Kabul, Afghanistan, on the road again.